Hello there, film fans. It's time for an update. I'm happy to report that the film is finished, and I did 2 cuts. There's a director's cut, and there's a shorter cut, which is the same thing, just without the credit sequence. I thought originally that I might use the long cut for festivals, but our consultants at Film Festival Mastery have confirmed that a sub 20-minute version is best. That said, the extras are good material. There's no such thing as too much content. So, extra content that you can send out to the public, that's just going to help to bolster the project, the brand, and I think just get more people interested in it. The film is finished, but as a reminder, we cannot yet have public screenings due to festival rules, but private screenings are okay. And if you remember from the last time we met, I mentioned that we were planning a private screening in Austin. And so that happened, and it went really, really well. Everyone loved the film, and a few people even showed up who I think are going to be great champions for the film. They were really excited about it, and they're people that know people. So that's a good thing. So that was a few weeks ago, and what's been going on since then? That was the long cut that I finished just in time to do the screening. And when I returned, I started working on the shorter cut, the festival cut. And so that's done, and it's been uploaded to the festival submission site, which is going to be used for almost all of our submissions. The festival submission site, it's filmfreeway.com. It's basically a central repository for all the materials that festival programmers are going to want to look at in deciding what to watch. Because even though when you enter a festival, somebody at the festival is going to watch it, but you're going through volunteers to start out, and so it's a good idea to try to get a hold of the festival programmers, and if they check out your page and it's got a lot of interesting things on there, they might decide to watch it. At least the trailer. If you can get them, entice them to watch that, then they might watch the whole movie, and then maybe you'll get programmed. The higher ups are not going to watch everything, so it's a good idea to have that enticing movie page that's going to get their attention. And what this entails is some professionally designed key art, which is like mainly a poster, but it's got fonts on there that can be used in other mediums, social media, your own website, any kind of print materials that go out, any kind of digital signage, that sort of thing. And it represents the brand, kind of like a logo would do in print, or how a sign would function in front of a brick and mortar store. It's cohesive. Now, everything that you've seen so far regarding key art is stuff that I made myself, but I'm not a pro. So now it's time to spend a little more money and hire a pro. Another thing they're going to do aside from key art is they're going to cut our trailer, which is very, very necessary because it's basically your elevator pitch. As I mentioned, there are busy people out there that you want to see your film, but maybe they don't have time to sit around through a 10-minute or a 15-minute or a 20-minute film. But if you can get them to watch a 1-minute trailer, then you've got a foot in the door. Let's see. Lastly, for materials that are being subcontracted out, we need a DCP. That stands for Digital Cinema Package. This is the thing that takes your super high quality, uncompressed footage, wraps it into a universal standard that can be screened anywhere in the world. And I expect that we're going to have all of these materials within 4 weeks, because I just signed a contract with a reputable vendor that's going to do all that stuff and do it for a great price too. They were willing to do the job for us for roughly $1,500 less than their normal market rate. And this was verified by bidding out the project and its different components to different individuals. Some do key art, some do trailers, and that's it. This company does all of it, and so we were able to get a really good price on that. And I want to note too here that I think one of the reasons why we were able to get such a good price and get everything, and it's been so easy, you know, working with just one company, and they're very responsive and very excited about the project as well. They watched the film and they really liked the film. Also because, you know, we're bootstrapping it. You know, if we had a $5 million budget on a feature film, they're not going to give us that kind of a discount, but we're bootstrapping it here. So they totally get that, and it's a cool project, and they want to be a part. They want to be on the team. And so this, I mention this because something that I've been saying all along about putting your best foot forward, we're starting to see some returns on that. You know, we were able to get the film shot and edited very quickly within the first year after we started, actually within about 8 or 9 months after starting principal photography. But then things really slowed down in post-production because we had to do it right, and we ran up against a lot of obstacles. But here we're starting to see where we're getting a return on that principle of doing it right. If you're going to do something, do it right, because, you know, these days everybody and their brother is a filmmaker, but what does that word mean? The proof is in the pudding, as they say, and so I think we've got a recipe cooked up here that a lot of people are really starting to enjoy. So doing it right, that just creates opportunity, not just in the end, but also just all along the way, it starts to pay off. So that's about it. The festival distribution plan is underway. We're going to start entering festivals very soon. There's one that I was going to enter this month. That was Toronto. I'd really like to enter that one. It's a big one. And I'm still considering it, but we missed the early deadline, and a lot of the slots have probably already been filled, so I don't, and the price goes way up. This is one of the big ones. It's like $90. I don't know that it's a good strategy, but if we don't, it's no big deal. That one's really, really hard to get into, so the chances are not great. It might be a good idea just to skip it. It's all happening, so stay tuned. More to come soon, and I hope you're all having a great start to your fall season wherever you are, and as always, thanks for coming along on the journey. See you next time.